Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Hope you're got, because I'm got, and hope you're got, and we can all be got together. Welcome back to Abraham's Garage, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the 2022 Toyota Highlander, and I'm going to be going through the features and functions and showing you what it has to offer. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and give me that thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Let's go through the Highlander and check it out together. Alright guys, starting with the front of the car, what we can see is we have a big bumper and a big grille. Obviously this is a bigger car. Coming on to the middle, we can see the Toyota logo is filled in, so we know that this car is fully loaded, has the full drive assistance package. We have the fog lights located on the side and the bottoms, LED lights. Interesting how we have some of these lines on the hood as well, making it look a little bit more sporty. Coming on to the side, this car is a 7-passenger car, so it is definitely bigger than your average SUV. You have signals on your mirrors. The back windows are tinted as usual. Coming onto the back, this is the back look of the vehicle. Everything has changed, obviously, as you know. This particular one is the XSE all-wheel drive, so it does have a lot of options within the car. You have your dual exhaust tip and their real exhaust. As you can see, they come out straight to the end, no fake tips, nothing like that. And here's a view of this side of the car to the front. As you can see, the back door is a bit larger. That's because you're able to get in from the back and access the third row of seats. And obviously the back side would be your third row of seats. This particular car uses a tire size 235, 50, 520. So just keep in mind, this particular model comes with 20-inch rims. It could be a little bit more expensive than the average size rims. Alright guys, let's get inside of the Highlander and see what it has to offer. Alright guys, let's get it. Something that happens that's very cool, it's when you start the car, so I want to show you how it is once you start the car. So you have the Highlander picture coming in the middle, and then over you have your Toyota showing up over there. Alright guys, starting with the steering wheel, what we have on our left side is we have a bunch of options and buttons that go through the menus in the middle right there. So basically you would control the menu via this, going back, answering for your telephone, volume up and down, and your voice command system. So to say command, press that and say something and the car would do it. It's right there. On this side, what we have is everything to do with your lane keeping, cruise control, and seek your track. So basically this would be the distance keeping between you and the front car, your lane keeping. This has to do with your set reset for your cruise control, and this would be your cruise control as well. Different modes for your stereo system to go through AM, FM, CD, satellite radio, and to seek tracks between inside with these. Now what's interesting is you do have a little bit of infotainment controls here and a little bit right there. They decided to put it on both different sides. Usually they're on one side, and you know, one side would be just the information and the cruise control options. On the left side, we have everything to do with your signals and your light controls, high beam and fog lights. Everything's LED. And then on the right side, what we have is to do everything with your window controls for front and back. Alright guys, so let's go through the system in the middle, and we're going to be controlling everything via this right there. So what you have from the beginning is your digital speed. Going over, you have your fuel economy, which you can see this car is averaging 14.2 for every 100 kilometers. And then you have distance to empty, which is 380. Going back down, you have driving support, so everything that has to do with your driving support would be shown up there once you activate it using different menus. Next thing is everything with your audio, which is right now off, so once it's on you would see everything related to that show up right there. Going down, you have pre-collision system, blind spot monitoring, and rear cross traffic. You can press it one more, it shows your tire pressures for every single tire. all-wheel drive system, how much you're using of what, and then going back to that. Going down once more, you have different options again to control your cruise control settings, so lane keeping, system on and off for distance control, for braking, and then blind spot monitoring system, and so on. And then coming back down, you have any messages. So it does show right now that I'm sitting in the driver's seat, and you can see that that seat is red, but then I'm not wearing my seat belt, so you can see that that's why it's showing, right? So it says seat belt status, and that's what. Very good to be able to control, also very easy to control, and very simple to learn to control. All right guys, coming down to the side, we have 3 buttons located right there. One is your heated steering wheel, the other one is your automatic open and close trunk release, and then the other one is your automatic high beams. Up there is everything to do with your odometer reset and your interior dimmer control, so increase and decrease the interior dim. Coming down to the side, we have your mirror controls located right there, window lock control, central lock, and then automatic windows for all 4 windows up and down. And lastly, you have your fuel cap release button located all the way down there. Interesting place to put it, but again, easily visible and easily reached. All right guys, moving down to the middle, we have the infotainment system, and this is very similar with other Toyota products as well. As we can see here, it's a bit nicely inputted into the dash, and it does look nice. You do have the carbon fiber look all around. Let's go through it. So we have the home button. Once you press home, you have home, which shows your latest on average fuel and range. No phone connected. If you had a phone and if you had your audio on, it would show right there, so everything you could be using that. You do have buttons around, but it is a touch screen. So let's go to the menu. We press menu and we have audio, phone, apps, projection, info, and setup. So let's just go to show you setup. So with setup, we have general, Bluetooth, and then you can go down via this to see different type of stuff for every single menu that you're in. If you press audio, we have different options for Bluetooth, FM, AM, satellite radio, USB. We press the map button, and unfortunately there's no map installed, even though this is a higher trim car and an expensive car. Now you can use Apple CarPlay to put your map on the screen, but originally the car does not come with one. Now on the other side, we have seek and track. So these buttons for seek and track, we have phone, again Bluetooth not connected, so if you had your phone it would pop up. And then we press the apps, and then authorization and notification. So for different type of apps, you can download different type of apps on the car and use it for different purposes. All right guys, moving down, we have the climate control with a little screen to indicate what's open, what's closed, and your different type of menus basically. All right guys, so starting with the buttons, we have the heated seat right there. And then this has the tri-zone climate control, so dual zone 1 and 2 for the front passengers. And then you have this one for the rear, which you can actually choose what temperature you like the rear to be at from the front. And then going on from the buttons, this would be your climate control off button, front defrost, wiper warmers, and then rear defrost for the windows. We have the sync button located right there. This would control your climate control speed. As you can see, it does show on display, and this would show where the climate control is coming out from. Rear control, rear seats on and off, and control for them if they should get air or not. And then you press the rear climate button, and if you were to press the rear climate button, now these buttons automatically become related to the rear seat. So now you can control the rear fan speed, or you can control where the air you want to come out from for the rear. Once you press it, there's a line that comes on and then it disappears after a while, so it just changes to the front. Keeping the air in the car would be this button. Coming down, you actually have your vents, and it's interesting how they put it all together. Actually looks very nice. And right beside that, you have your hazard button. Coming down, you have your USB input, USB-C, and your 12-volt power outlet. Coming down, you have your automatic gearbox, which you can put down to a manual. Actually, you can go up and down on manual. This particular one doesn't come with paddle shifters, but you do have the option of shifting via down there. Going over, what you have here is your different modes. So your eco, normal, and sport, control it via this, and then your mud and sand controlled via this. And once you do change the menu, you do see it up in your dash. So let's just go back in the dash, and I'm gonna use the first one to go up and down. So I went change it, normal, sports, you get the red line on the bottom, and then going down, normal and eco. And then with the second knob, you press it one more time, you go to sand and mud, and you have different options. So the traction control comes off, different things all come off. And then when you go over, you have dirt and rock, and as you can see, just the steering wheel option changes. So your steering wheel, but then once you go over again to mud and sand, everything else changes. All right guys, so coming over from that section, on this side you have your automatic parking brake, which once you go to a complete stop, it does pull up for you automatically. Right beside you have the auto hold, so put it in auto hold, and basically the car will hold itself until you put your foot back on the gas. It's like putting your foot on the brake but not really having to do that. And then come down, this is your traction control button, and right next to it is your snow button, and then speed decrease button for downhill, so it would automatically decrease your speed to whatever it's set for downhill, and your auto start and stop button. Over here you have a central compartment. Once you do open it up, you do have a wireless charger which you can turn on via this, put your phone on it, and then have it wirelessly charge. Very good. And then remove it more, you have a big compartment in the bottom. Coming to the middle, you do have a single sunroof. It is not a panoramic sunroof, but you do have one which you can control via buttons on here. So one button here is for open and close, and the other one is for up and down. The others are just your SOS and your light controls for within the interior of the car. Looking in the interior, you can see this car has the red interior, which is actually very nice, and it looks really nice too. It's very clear, it's not dark red. So this particular one has the red interior with the carbon fiber. And here's a look of the carbon fiber. And here's a look of the back seats. You do have the manual shades on the car. And then the third row. Interesting how the third row is just black, it's not red like the rest of the car. And in the back you do have your controls for the climate for the people in the back. So you have your climate control on, fan speed off, control where you want the air to come out from, auto, and temperature control for the back. Down here you do have USB-C chargers for the rear passengers. Alright guys, well that's the full review of the 2022 Highlander SXE. Hope you liked it, hope you enjoyed it, and hope you learned something new about it if you're able to make a purchase on a Toyota or specifically this car. Let me know down in the comments below what you liked about it, what you didn't like about it, and the things that you learned about it. Also, if you liked the video, give me that thumbs up, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Hope to see you soon on my next video. Have a good one.